My name's Simon Khan. I'm an artist working here in Dunedin. So I'm practicing printmaker. I paint and do other experimental art projects and do these integrated designs within the landscape. So it's a very diverse practice these days, but each one weaves in through the other. Work with the Otunga Polytechnic, devising a cultural strategy and a cultural overlay through the campus. We're looking at relationships that the tribe Ngāi Tahu has with the institution. So Ngāi Tahu are from a series of tribes that have come before them, Kati Māmoe and Waitaha. Those people traversed the South Island or Te Waipounamu over hundreds of years. We're looking at how that affects our visual culture and how we identify with that now. So here we are in the hub at the Otunga Polytechnic. It's a place where people gather, it's a place where people move through, wander through, they sit and meet. It's a really important space. It's right at the heart of the campus. We've embedded this concept of Ara Honohono. Ara means pathways, and Honohono is sort of these interconnecting pathways. So some of the physical things that are embedded in the building here, we've got our mokihi, we've got the carpet design in through here, which sort of looks at what was here before this building was here. So there was a river that flowed directly under where we are. So we can use some of those symbols and signs from a Māori perspective or a tribal perspective to help to embed values within the campus. So here we have our Māori kōhatu. So these are our three touchstones here. On the top we've got our pounamu, which is really significant to our tribe. It's a really precious stone. Some people call it green stone. So it's found within our rivers and is highly significant for that reason. We've got our basalt here, which represents the geological makeup of this area, which is volcanic, and I suppose the life essence of that and being amongst that. And then we've got our sandstone or amaru stone. And when we put our three stones together, they all come from our different areas of place and brought together in this one place here. I've been working with this visual language or developing this visual language now for almost 20 years, and for it to evolve or to progress into new mediums like urban design, like integrated design within buildings, it gives me a really good basis to explore these spaces in quite unique ways. I still use that basis or that kaupapa or that basis that I've worked with for many years, but because of the medium is shifting and changing, that shifts and changes as well. One thing that is quite different with the other projects through the Otunga Polytechnic takes a lot more collaboration. In the early stages when we're looking at concepts, the most important thing is to get the kaupapa sorted. So the term kaupapa means the foundations, and if we don't get the foundations right, later on things just don't work. So as we come in through the main entrance of the hub, there's the concept around Roimata Torua. So Roimata Torua translates as the albatross tears. The albatross is a really significant bird that resides in this area, but it traverses through the Pacific seasonally and travels thousands of kilometres without landing. There's a metaphor of the albatross tear ducts coming through the eyes so that it has clear vision on its path. So you'll see that when you come into the space in the carpet, we've got a depiction of a traditional pattern of those albatross tears done in a contemporary way. Also we've got our albatross wings up in the ceiling sort of that express that journey. So we use that as a metaphor for clear vision when we're learning. It's a metaphor for facing challenges and overcoming them to reach your destination. We've got our mokihi here. We used to what we call hikoi, or travel through pathways through the landscape. The mokihi here was used to transport ourselves and resources through mainly down the rivers from the mountains down into the coast. So these symbols are still really important reminders to us of of who we are and maybe where we may be heading into the future as well. When we were conceptualising the space, I think we needed to look at some of our key values from our tribe. One of those values is around whakawhanaungatanga, which is interrelationships and getting to know each other and having those face-to-face relationships with each other as a people. So the hub itself really imbues that concept of whanaungatanga, where relationships are developed and strengthened. So here we've got our kete. It personifies the baskets of knowledge by Michael Tuffrey, one of our former students from the School of Art here at the Polytech. So the responsibility is to gather knowledge as a people is really important for us. It is a symbol that's embedded here for the students so that they can leave with that idea of that responsibility for their community. So I think about the original development of the hub. It's been what it is now for about 3 years now, and the feedback that we get from the Polytech and the staff and students is they see a real need for more of it. So since then we've developed some other projects. There's Te Pā Tauira, which is a student accommodation, which works with the idea around our traditional genealogy or whakapapa, looking at those ancestors who have come before us and how that supports those students coming into this place, and how we as a people can welcome them here. There are 4 floors, and that represents our 4 different tribes over time layered in through there. So that embeds the stories of who we are as the Indigenous people of the area in the heart of one of our largest buildings on campus. What started to be embedded in the campus needs to continue. So there's a real want and need by the Polytech itself to develop more of this thinking through the campus.